Tamakaze here with another silver video. And what I'm looking at here is just the physical holdings of all silver in the world that we know of that's transparent. So that just means people that reported holding physical silver in their mutual fund repository or ETF in physical ounces of silver. So this is actual silver, what people actually own that they can touch with their bare hands. So I have highlighted here 927,000 or 100,000 million ounces of silver. So 920, 100,000 million ounces of silver. That's a big number. So close to one, just for simplicity, we're just going to say a billion ounces of silver is almost reported out there, about 260 trillion in assets. So just to keep this in mind, a lot of silver is owned by private trusts, and then the blue down here is the silver owned by COMEX, which is the futures trading market. It's like saying you trade on the New York Stock Exchange, silver is traded on COMEX. So that's going to come important. So just keep in mind we have about just shy of 200,000 million ounces of silver. That's hard to say. So 200,000 million ounces of silver. So it's traded on the market. And then these are all held by private trusts. And you can see since the mid to about 2007 here, just before the explosion, we've been getting more and more private interest in silver. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to take you another tab here. This is going to go to COMEX trading futures right here. This is going to show you contracts for silver and what's going to be happening the rest of the year in terms of physical silver delivery. So in July, because this shows up to date, we had 17,000 open contracts that closed that standard for delivery. Today was the last day of contracts to be exchanged. So at close, 15,000 of these got rolled forward, but we have 14,265 contracts that stand for delivery next month. That is 75 million ounces of silver, about a little over a third of what's in COMEX. So if we go back to here, we're going to start seeing this drop more and more and almost go to zero if these numbers keep happening. And if you look at the December contract, we have each contract is 5,000 ounces of silver, by the way. So if you take 5,000 times 14,265, you get about 75 million. Now, if you look at December, we have contracts that are up for delivery that equal 700 million ounces of silver. That is almost all the silver in the world that needs to be delivered in 1 month to new buyers. It's not going to happen. So what's going to happen is the prices are going to keep going up because people need to keep forwarding these contracts up, and it's going to keep pushing prices up because these keep needing to be forwarded to the next month and month. So people need to sell these, and people are going to want to buy these so that they don't get stranded for delivery. So I just want to show you price action on the silver chart here, what's been happening here. And I have this divided by month here. So every other month, contracts come up to, so 1 month is delivery, 1 month is buying. So we buy, we deliver, buy, we deliver. So back in July, we had record contracts up to about the 20th. So after the 20th is when the futures roll over and then we start delivering. So you can see here contracts, so we had delivery here, then we had buying, delivery, buying, delivery, buying, delivery. So this next month stands to be another huge month for September in September. And I'm going to dive into this a little bit more. But what I did was here, this was a 37% price over price movement. So we started at the bottom here at 1649 and got up to 2242 we closed at, with a high price of 2329. So it actually went up higher, but let's just say start to finish where we're at, just for simplicity's sake. So if we do a 36% move from the bottom here, that would take us to $34 by the end of September. If we did just the same, literally the same move, dollar amount, that would take us to $31. So that means now we got to watch to make sure this is confirmed, but we could have a price target at the end of the month somewhere between 31 and a half and $34 by the end of September. If you've been taking the January contracts for $30, you'd be in the money by the end of the month, and you can sit pretty the rest of the year because it's only going to get better as December comes along. So take some in the money calls for the end of September, or take some January calls for the end of the year, because what we could see is this, and then a huge spike up to 45.50 at the end of the year. So that's what's going to be happening. That's what we're looking at, and you can see volume. It kind of goes in a roller coaster: up, down, consolidate, up, down, consolidate, up, down, consolidate, up, down, consolidate, and that's what I expect to happen. So up, down, up, down, up, down, and it's going to get up between $40 and $50 by the end of the year. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope it sheds some light on some future silver action. I'm just going to show you one more thing here just to confirm that we have a breakout coming into next month. This is something that happened yesterday and today. So we had a breakout of the bull pennant here. So this is a bull pennant. Up, down are equal movements. We had a false breakout here, and we had a full confirmed breakout here. And if we do this, we're almost looking at the exact same movement. So it could fall somewhere between these two pink lines, and that's what my prediction is. And I'll be getting some September contracts to go with my leaps that I already have. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a great day.